All right, I'm back. We got just a little bit of water today. Just a little bit of water. I'm going right to bed after this shave, but I wanted to get one in. I have my mom and my stepdad over. We were watching some movies. We had some pizza, and they stayed longer than I expected, so didn't get this shave in until right before bed, but it's all good. So, cheers. And I'm fucking dehydrated. My nephew's second birthday party was a rager. And maybe one day I'll tell you guys about it. Alright. So today, we're using Murphy and McNeil Infinitus small batch. So, there's the M&M logo. And then this one is the Rose Moon scent, which was requested by me. And as a matter of fact, the whole Prada, Luna, Rossa trio was requested by me. And of course, they've released another one now. But Rose Moon is based off the original Prada, Luna, Rossa. It's a fresh, bright, wonderful spring and summer scent. But it could be worn year-round. It's really approachable. It's a crowd pleaser. We'll be doing the Prada Luna Rossa official aftershave splash. They call it an aftershave lotion, but make no mistake, it's a splash. We're going to be using this gold dollar, which was modified by JJ. So these are what they call a JJ Shorty. It's a little tiny blade length right there. So starts its life out as a regular gold dollar, and then it gets customized by JJ. The edge that I got on it was trash. I was never able to get a good, comfortable shave out of it. I really took a long time before I got it rehoned, but I sent it out to Frank, and Frank honed it up for free for me. Frank from Strike Gold Shave. So I'm assuming the edge is going to be fantastic on this, because Frank has done a lot of wonderful edges for me. Other than that, we got the Thirsty Badger shave bowl right there with a bunch of good looking lather whipped up already. And then we're going to be using this Alpha Outlaw handle, which you guys haven't seen on video in a long ass time. And that's because I sent this one out to go get re-knotted by Frank. And it came back to me in a less than perfect condition. I sent it out in a perfect condition. A nice matte silver. No smudges, no dark spots. Definitely no big gouges and burrs. And it came back to me with multiple black smudges, multiple burrs, and a new knot. This is the German fiber, synthetic fiber knot that Frank came out with, that I noticed he was the first one to the scene with it, and then when other people started offering German synthetic fiber, they got the credit for it. This has happened with Frank multiple times. I don't know what the hell people's problem is with Strike Gold Shave, but anyhow, not happy about the handle coming back to me in this condition. And I've already talked to Frank about it, and he's sending me a whole new alpha handle, whole new knot. I don't know what really went wrong here, but that was super upsetting. And I went live the other day, and I was drunk, and I talked about it on the live, and I didn't take it down because I meant what I said, but I was just drunk. So I said it over and over and over. And my buddy Marion didn't stop me either. Anyhow, I meant what I said. I was fucking unhappy, and it is truly unacceptable. But Frank reached out, and he's making it right. So, it is what it is. It was originally set out to be a free favor You know what I mean? I offered to pay, but Frank says, no, I'll do it for free. So I'm real busy, you know what I mean? So it might be a while before I get to it, but if time is no factor, he's like, I'll do it for free for you. And Frank has done many services for free for me. One of the reasons why I love Strike Gold so much is that he's really, really treated me well. And he's always took my feedback and my constructive criticism without, being a big baby and a big pansy about it like some of these other fucking artisans. So I've always really liked Frank, and I mean, you gotta take a second to appreciate that fucking density of this Murphy and McNeil lather. This is in the Kodiak soap base, which is the bear tallow, if you are unfamiliar. But yeah, Frank has always treated me right, and I've always thought that his products were really high quality, and his customer service is always really high quality. And the dude he brings some fantastic niche scents into the wet shaving world. He does a lot of never been done scents. So there's so much to appreciate. And this little hiccup, I don't know what the fuck went wrong here. I don't know if he was drunk when he did the job or if he was drunk when he packaged it up or what. I don't know what went wrong here because we didn't really discuss that. But how he sent that out with those burrs in it, to me, of all people, is beyond me, because I'm one of those guys, man. If you send me anything, regardless of our relationship, if I'm putting it on my channel, we are no longer talking about the way that it looks on you. We're now talking about the way that my fans take my word. And I'm not going to lie to my fans on behalf of an artisan's work. Even if I consider that artisan a friend or whatever, what have you, and even if we have a good relationship, I'm not going to lie to my viewership for anybody. So, and I think I've proven that over and over and over. So the fact that it was sent to me in that condition is beyond wild to me. Because I'm gonna say something. And it's been a while since I've gotten a straight razor shave in. You got many days growth here. Okay. Alright, now let's do... Gotta fucking remember all these various grips and shit. The lather is fucking fantastic. And the scent is bold and banging. I don't have the scent notes here, but Prada Luna Rossa is a pretty popular fragrance. And I've done other reviews on it where I went deeper into the scent, but I'm really just making a video at this point because I just want something to upload to my channel. As I mentioned in my last video, I've been busy as hell, so these are a little bit less about the products and a little bit more about what's going on with me. But I thank you guys for tuning in and checking in on me and still watching and commenting, even though I'm not going deep into the products at this moment. The edge on this one, to be honest, it feels okay with the grain. It's really not blowing me away, but it's getting the job done with the grain anyways. I didn't really do a whole lot of scrubbing with the German synthetic fiber, but it whipped up a nice bull lather. It was still a bit springy, I noticed, and I even asked for it to have, to splay easily, and it's still kind of fucking springy. I would have liked it to splay even easier than it is now, but I suppose once you get the lather nice and wet, it's not so bad. And I'm actually going to add more lather for this, not more lather, I'm going to add more water to the lather for this against the grain pass. Because as you know, I only do the with the grain and against the grain when I'm doing straight razor shaves, and I do kind of like a 2.5, not a true 3 pass shave when I'm doing the safety razors. I never really do a true 3 pass with either format. I just found cutting out some of the passes gave me less irritation. Bringing the razor to the face less often gives me less irritation. And I'm still going with a true against the grain pass, so I still get BBS. So, not really missing out on much by cutting a pass out of the equation, because I'm still getting to BBS. And this lather is just phenomenal. Even after I added more water right now, I feel like I could easily add even more water. As far as painting it on the face, it feels really good. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my knee just cracked when I pivoted. Yeah, it feels real good as a painter. Let me dip the tips here. See, it still doesn't really splay as easily as I'd like. The tips are really soft though. I do appreciate that. It's just a little bit more springy than I would have appreciated. I wonder if there was enough room to set the knot a little bit shallower, and then maybe we could have got a little bit more splay instead of in lieu of backbone. Who knows? I don't really know how deep it is in there, but it is what it is. That's what I got now. It was free. I wouldn't say Frank nailed this one by any means. He fucked up my handle by putting smudges and burrs in it. And then there's even a little bit of visible glue around the base of the knot. And then the knot itself doesn't quite splay the way that I was hoping it would, or that I requested it do. And there was no mention there was no communication that, hey, I tried to get it to splay, more, but this not just, there's just no way for me to get it to splay any more than the way I have it now. There was no communication like that. It was just, here's your tracking number, it's on the way. And I'm like, all right, the shit that I ordered he must have just did it exactly as I asked him to, or else if he wasn't able to do it exactly I asked him to, probably would have brought it up. None of that happened. I just got the tracking number, got excited for it to arrive, and then when I pull it out of the box, my excitement goes from up here to in the fucking dumps. Now, I really do like Frank, but and I've talked highly about Frank 100 times over. So I can say something bad about Frank this one time, and he better not gripe about it, because I've talked so highly about Frank compared to others. Don't like Frank, you better just take this one on the chin, man. But I'm really, this isn't the end of the world for me, and I'm not trying to drag Frank through the mud. All I'm trying to convey is that this is unacceptable. That's all I'm really trying to convey, is that free service, favor, or not. You know what I mean? Your name is going on this, and I would have gladly paid for the service if I knew my handle wasn't going to come back with burrs in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you just can't destroy somebody's product like that, not mention it, and then send it back to the mail to them being totally unaware of what's headed back to them, and then their excitement goes from, way up in the clouds to down in the dumps when they realize that their, beloved shave gear was handled poorly, and, just how little communication there was about it. Since there was no communication about it, it makes me feel a way too, like maybe you were hoping I just wouldn't say something, which was never going to be the case when you're talking about DK Damn Fine Shave. That is never going to be the case, regardless of our relationship. My relationship to my fans, my viewers, my relationship to myself about being honest about products. It was never going to happen where I would just slide this under the rug. Now, this isn't a scenario where I'm never going to buy from Strike Gold Shade again. That's not the case. As a matter of fact, I would gladly buy from Frank again. He's said he's going to make it right, and I'm going to give him the opportunity to do so, and we'll just go from there. I'm not through with Strike Gold Shave by any means. I just think, we all make mistakes, and, we got to learn from those mistakes, and hopefully Frank kind of takes this one to heart. I don't know what went wrong here. Like I said, we didn't discuss what went wrong and what happened and didn't discuss any of that. I just purely said, I'm unhappy, took some pictures and sent him some pictures, and I said, and this is why I'm unhappy. And, you know, he said he was going to make it right, and when that, you know, brush comes in the mail, we'll see if things are actually rectified or not, and we'll go from there. But as far as the razor goes, this edge was nice. Definitely better than the way that I sent it out. The edge honestly doesn't feel like Frank's best work either. You know, because Frank has some of my favorite edges that I've ever felt. And this is not going to be up there with those edges. This is actually a pretty mediocre edge compared to what I've tried. So, also don't really know what went wrong there with the edge. Haven't really talked about it, but that was my first time using it since it arrived in the mail. Anyhow, the soap did its job, the razor did its job, and I did my job. I think I got away with that nick-free, flawless shave. This video is probably going to go a little long just because I've been talking a lot. But it is what it is. You can sit through it, or you can call it a day, or you can come back to it at a later point. Up to you. I got way too much fucking lather in my beard right now. This is crazy. Definitely lost my wrapping up the video in 20 minutes skills since I've been away. Let me grab one of these. Oh, shit's just going to hell now. A Lancaster towel. So the Prada Luna Rossa aftershave. It is an alcohol aftershave. It has an egregious shit stricter on it. They should definitely look into getting some different restrictors, because this is just pathetic, the restrictor that they use. And if you're a fan of an alcohol aftershave, a lot of these designer brands, their aftershave lotions are hardcore alcohol aftershave. So if you're a fan of a good burn, these will give it to you. No fucking doubt about that. Let's go ahead and give this bad boy a little shake. Fucking hands are slick as hell. And look at that bad boy. Talk about a shit stricter. Look at the shitties on that one. Just pathetic. Alright, let's get it. Whew. Oh, hot damn. But I actually got a very nice shave though. No cuts, no shit like that. I'm smelling like a snack on my way to bed. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you stuck with me till the end, and I hope you enjoyed the honesty. It's not hard to bash some of your favorite artisans, but you gotta do it. You gotta be honest to yourself. You gotta be honest to the community. So it is what it is, man. Everybody makes mistakes, but I'm not done buying Strike Gold Shave. It's just a bump in the road here. So, all right. Cheers, guys. Hope you have a good rest of your week.